The construction industry is vital for our country's productivity, growth, and competitiveness. This is an industry that has demonstrated tremendous resilience during one of the worst disruptions to our global economy, and that was due in large part to the perseverance of a skilled workforce who today remain at the forefront of building and strengthening infrastructure that our communities rely on each and every day, from the roads that we drive on, our transit and energy infrastructure, residential, our healthcare institutions, and broadband. This does not come, however, without growing challenges, including disruptions to supply chains, rising material costs, and labor shortages. In addition to the social benefits that each dollar of infrastructure spending has a positive effect on our economy by creating and supporting jobs, leading to lower levels of unemployment, but also boosting long-term competitiveness. Infrastructure Ontario states that for every $1 billion in infrastructure spending, over 17,000 jobs are supported each year. In addition, for every $1 billion in infrastructure spending, GDP is boosted by $1.14 billion, a multiplier effect of 1.14. And this does not just impact jobs in the construction industry, but in manufacturing, business services, and transit as well. So it's clear that infrastructure will help boost and spur economic activity, but this can only be done with a skilled and diverse workforce. We know that women are still very much underrepresented in the construction industry and various sectors that are going to help spur economic activity. So when we work toward an inclusive economic recovery, we have to continue to strengthen opportunities for women in the workforce who have been disproportionately impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, especially Indigenous women and women of visible minority. Over the last 40 years, the increased number of women in the workforce had contributed to about 33% of Canada's real GDP per capita growth. So this was one of the focuses of the Ontario Task Force on Women in the Economy, to make tangible recommendations to the Minister of Finance and the Ontario government in 3 key areas: supporting women as they enter and re-enter the workforce, supporting women's entrepreneurship and small business, and removing barriers for women in underrepresented areas, including STEM and the skilled trades. So when we look back on the construction industry and the importance of investing and building resilient infrastructure to spur economic growth, we have to also focus on the opportunities of legitimate job creation and ensuring that those opportunities are not limited to women in marginalized communities, all in which we at LiUNA strongly believe will help foster economic opportunity and promote an inclusive recovery for Canada.